Hello, and welcome to What If the Hokage Debriefed Naruto After the Mizuki Incident, Part 9. Now, last time, Team 7 plus Yamato went to meet the Sasori spy on the bridge, only to find out, as we know, our Sasori spy was Kabuto, even though he had switched sides long time ago. But right now, Kabuto's cover is still intact. He's still a ninja of Konoha, because we never had the sound invasion. So instead of Kabuto, they found Orochimaru in his new clone body, as well as Sengetsu, the guy with the water body, that in the regular story ends up working for Sasuke, but in this story, Sasuke wasn't in charge for the last couple of years, so Sengetsu was able to make attachments to Orochimaru instead. During the fight, Naruto loses his cool and goes four tails, able to drive off Orochimaru, but he's no longer in control of himself and hurts Sakura. And Yamato has to bring him down, or knock him out with the wood release, whatever it was that lets that work. Now, tracking Orochimaru back to his hideout, they were able to, infiltrate it pretty easily, and Orochimaru kind of offers Sasuke up on a platter saying, you can take him or fight me. And he activates self-destruct, and the Team 7 decides to rescue Sasuke, opposed to fighting Orochimaru to the bitter end. Orochimaru gets out with most of his research, most of his useful experiments, and Team 7 brings Sasuke back to Konoha. Now, starting up, we have Sasuke, who is in extreme medical condition. One of my commentators compared him to Griffith from Berserk after spending a year being tortured, and it's very close, really. That's kind of the body he has. So he's going to be in treatment under Tsunade. Now, in canon, Rock Lee was injured fighting Gaara and was able to get healed back to active duty with Tsunade making a special jutsu that healed all his body all at once. And I'm going to use a very similar method to get Sasuke healed. Of course, Tsunade had no reason to make this jutsu in the first place because Rock Lee didn't fight Gaara. Naruto did. So Rock Lee fought Neji, and it was a very comrades fight. So this is going to be a new jutsu she's going to be making up right now, so it's going to be a while before Sasuke's anywhere close to field ready. And not any bad way, because he is technically a traitor relief, so he's going to be in the IT department trying to learn everything they know about Orochimaru. So next up we have Naruto, who, after losing himself to the Kyuubi during the fight, is now practicing controlling his chakra. Controlling the Kyuubi's chakra under the watchful eye of Yamato. It is during one of these training sessions that we hear about a mist squad of ninja showing up at Konoha's door. And this squad is led by only mist ninja that has a good rapport with Konoha, Zabuza. And in addition to Zabuza, of course, there's Haku. Of course, because one, they're kind of joined at the hip as it is, and two, she wanted to see Naruto, and there's going to be two other no-name Mist Ninja that are going to be attached to it, because why not? Yes, two muggles. So they're going to get information about Sugetsu, who is a missing nin of the village hidden in the mist, and he's been missing for a while, and he was he was at least tuning, probably, almost a Jonin level ninja before he went missing with Orochimaru. So during this time, Naruto and Haku get reconnected. I'm going to say they met at least once during the time skip because, Jiraiya had them circling around the land, so at least one of those times was in the land of mist, or land of water, and they met there, and of course Jiraiya probably gave Naruto a hard time about having a long-distance relationship with a girl. Now they go on a real date, which, since we know Naruto's relationship impaired, probably just means a tour of Konoha, the Hokage monument, Ikuruku's ramen, as well as Naruto introducing Haku to the important people of his life, which of course is, the third Hokage, Konohamaru, even Ebisu, because Ebisu is actually a part of Naruto's life in this story. And of course, Iruka Sensei, and Team 7. course, Haku's already met Sakura because they spent some time after Zabuza and Haku, stopped working for Gato. So, but she hasn't met Hinata yet. And then, of course, there's a little tension there because I'm not sure. Haku is a trained ninja. She's probably picking up on Hinata's lingering feelings for Naruto. But the issue right here is that both villages are actually for this relationship. Of course, not the relationship itself, but what it represents. Naruto outed himself as a Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails during the tuning exams in order to beat Gaara. Similarly, the Danzo and other influences in Konoha know about the ice release that Haku possesses, so they're trying to get the opposing party to join them, and using this relationship to get what they want. Now, the Mist squad of ninja gets a mission from back home, or messenger. I'm not sure if it's going to be a hawk or whatever, because we do know that radios exist, but apparently they're not widely used, because the only time we ever seen was Kakashi using it in the Genin D-rank missions. But let's just say a messenger hawk came delivering a mission for Zabuza because Akatsuki was spotted in their lands. We know in hindsight this is Deidara and Toby going after the Three Tails. And they, of course, succeed. The Three Tails is disabled whenever whenever we see the fight concluded. But we're going to have the Mist team and Team 7 as a joint mission are going to go after, are going to meet up. And seeing Deidara is going to be a surprise, because if you don't remember, during the Kazekage retrieval arc, Deidara faked his death. And secondly, Kakashi used Kamui to get rid of his arm, which is now right back where it used to be, which brings questions about Toby, especially when Hinata, using her Byakugan, notices that he has a Sharingan eye. Toby, realizing that he's at a disadvantage here, attempts to take the Three Tails and run, and get Deidara to go with him, and that's the issue. Deidara is a little too impulsive. He wants to get back at the slight he got last time. And of course, so while Toby is fighting off the Kakashi, Zabuza, and Hinata probably to try to get the Three Tails and run, and does succeed using Kamui to dimension out of there, Deidara is fighting. And of course, Haku is using her ranged attacks, those ice Zenbones, to put him on the defensive. Is during this barrage of Zenbones that one of the Zenbones pops, and it's a Naruto clone with her Rasengan hand, plowing into Deidara's head. And the shadow clone pops again. Deidara falls to the ground, because unlike what he thinks, art isn't always an explosion. Now I'm going to segue real quick to Team 10. Now, if you remember, during the tuning exams, Shikamaru, made it to won the first round of the finals against Sasuke, and since everyone that won their round, the first round of the finals, became a tuning, he got the rank. But because the Sasuke retrieval arc happened, with just the apologize. Since the Sasuke retrieval arc happened without a hitch, the Genin were never sent out there. Shikamaru never had to deal with the loss of almost the failure of a mission, so he hasn't really matured that much. He's still the lazy bum he was back before, just a little bit stronger. Of course, then we have Ino, who has kind of switched her infatuations. That she lost in the tuning exams against Sasuke, kind of in a declaration of love, and he could care less, and he quickly, left the leaf shortly afterwards, after losing to Shikamaru. So now, Ino has had an interest in Shikamaru, and even though he finds her, troublesome, I believe is his catchphrase in the English dub, they actually are forming a relationship, and Choji, often feeling like the third wheel, has been spending time with his own clan, training with them. So he's learning a lot more of the clan techniques of his. Now Asuma is still in a relationship with Kurenai, but he's a lot more motivated than he was before because he was a contender to be Hokage and he was turned down because his uncle, Hiruzen Sarutobi, didn't think he was up to the job and gave the position to Tsunade instead. So he's motivated to improve himself, and he's of course bringing his team up with him. So now we have Shikamaru, Asuma, and the two gate guards. I can't remember what their names are, but they were there on his team that ended up running into Hida and Kakuzu. And the fight goes about the same up until the very because Shikamaru uses the shadow binds to get hidden on, disabled here and there, where Kakuzu is just staying out of the fight because it amuses him to see Hidan, get beaten up because he can't kill him because he's immortal. And of course, the other second squad with Ino and Choji on it will arrive as backup. Of course, the difference in this story is because Shikamaru has been motivated by Asuma, reluctantly at least, his chakra reserves are a bit higher. So he has just enough chakra to disrupt the little ritual seal that Hidan uses. So Asuma is injured, but it's not a fatal wound as it was in canon. So with the reinforcements with Choji and Ino, they were able to get Asuma out in critical condition. And before Hidan and Kakuzu were able to follow through with the elimination of Asuna, Zetsu pops up and tells them they're going to need to seal the Two Tails and Three Tails, the Nibia and the Simba, that's their official names, whatever. So, just like before, with Asuma in critical condition, hospitalized, Kakashi joins their team, the three-man team of Ino Chikushou, to get revenge. And Naruto, still training to learn his Kyuubi chakra. Oh, correction, they're all back in. Sorry, after the two missions, both missing their chance to stop the Katsuki, Kakashi joins the Ino Chikushou because their sensei is now in the critical condition, and Yamato is temporarily promoted to Team 7 leader. Now, after the sealing is complete, Hinata and Kakuzu leave, but Team 10 ambushes them. Kakashi uses his Chidori on Kakuzu to destroy one of his hearts, but is backhanded because he still have to kill all. He doesn't realize that Kakuzu does have multiple lives. Just like before, Shikamaru drags off Hidan to get him out of the fight and tricks him into using his ritual on Kakuzu instead of himself with the blood that Kakashi takes off Kakuzu in their initial encounter. So whenever he completes the ritual and kills himself, Kakuzu loses his second heart. Now during this time, Ino is not just sitting there doing nothing. She's stronger, motivated. She uses her mind destruction jutsu to force the fire heart to attack the wind heart, which, as we know, the elemental circle, fire beats wind, so that heart is destroyed. And before the Ino loses control of the fire heart, Choji uses the expansion jutsu to destroy that one. So now Kakashi is versus Kakuzu, and it's one heart each. But before anything can develop further, Team 7 does show up as backup. And between Naruto and Hinata using the 64 trirams and Naruto using sealings, Kakuzu is taken down, where Hidan with Shikamaru wasn't thrown in the pit like before, because even though Shikamaru definitely doesn't like Hidan, information is key. So now both of the mortal members of Akatsuki have been captured by Konoha. And let me know what you think.